We're in the kitchen now with one of my favorite chefs and her new book, but this one isn't a cookbook. Pasta Casalinga is in Pike Place Market, and its founder, Michela Tartaglia, is out with this new book, An Apple a Day. It's a book about 25 surprisingly universal idioms or expressions and their origins. And Michela joins me now. Hello.
Hello. Ciao. Thank you for having me back.
Thank you. Please tell us about this new book because it's different than the cookbooks that you have done before.
It is. It's a linguistic, let's put it that way, book, but mainly how we say things in different languages, in the specific Italian, English, French, and Spanish. We want to mean the same exactly thing, but we use different images. Example, if I tell you, non puoi avere la botte piena e la moglie ubriaca.
I just think beautiful. What did you say?
I just said that you cannot have the barrel full and a drunken wife. At the same time, you think like, what does this really mean?
Right.
You cannot have your cake and eat it too.
And then I understand that. Got it. So similar things, but said differently depending on the language and the origin.
In the language, and also, yeah, we're pretty much the same people. We just speak in a little bit different ways. And so idioms are always very close to my heart, and proverbs. And this has been a project that I had for many, many years as an immigrant and coming to the US, coming to Seattle. And they finally came to life and it got published. And I'm just so happy to share with all the language lovers, travelers, and people that just need a little bit to understand a little bit more. And then when you travel, you can use an expression and really show off.
Oh my gosh, amazing. Thank you for sharing that. And you're also sharing a delicious dish. How do we get started?
Yes, because when in Rome, do as Romans do.
Yes.
Right? You say that in English. And I thought to link as the quintessential Roman recipes. And it's there are several. Roman friends, please don't hate me, but I think the quintessential is amatriciana. Amatriciana is the primo piatto, the pasta that you will find in any restaurant in Rome, but also across Italy. And very simple.
How do we get going then?
Yes, let's get this thing started. So, high heat, ingredients first.
Yes.
Guanciale. Guanciale is the Italian pork cheek or pork jaw.
Right.
So it's not the pork belly like pancetta, and it's a cured meat. It takes about 3 months and up to cure it.
Okay,
so delicious.
We saute that in first.
We make it so that it's pretty high heat right now, and then we put the guanciale in here. See?
Yes,
you have to hear this
sizzle.
sound without anything else.
So no olive oil, no butter, just put that in?
Because as you can see, it's pretty fatty, right? So it has to go without burning. And as we are talking, I will explain the other ingredients. So it has to go, and the smell, it's, I wish that everybody seeing this could smell what we have.
Smell-o-vision.
So guanciale, first of all, guancia in Italian means cheek. So that's the name comes from. Then we will have pomodoro, so any good tomato sauce. And I wrote mine, ours, the rosso d'oro, which is quite nice and straightforward and very low acidity. So any good tomato sauce that you have. And then some... this is a very amazing Calabrian dry chili, but you can use also the chili flakes if you have.
Okay.
So this is pretty spicy. Drier they are, spicier they become. So this is for you and the crew later.
We like spice, so you can hit us with it. That sounds delicious.
I'm doing it right now. See,
so fragrant. I'm smelling that. I like that a lot.
And you see it becomes crispy. So watch out for this, because in a second we have to take this out. Not quite yet.
Okay.
And then pecorino romano, because we're in Rome, so pecorino romano is a cheese. Romano means from Rome, and pecorino from pecora. Pecora is sheep.
Ooh.
So it's a cheese that comes from the sheep milk.
cheese.
And then obviously pasta.
And you make so many amazing, pasta noodles in-house. And you can sit there and watch in the morning too, right? At Pike Place Market when you guys are putting all that out.
Yes.
It's so cool.
It's quite nice to go before we open the door, which happens at 11 a.m. to see what's going on in the kitchen. It's quite of a facility production.
Yes.
So thank you. You know, if you have nothing to do, you can come to the market and do it.
I
there.
like just watching you. That's great.
Thank
okay,
you.
so this looks done.
And this is nice and crispy. It's very important to take it out. I'm taking everything out.
And you leave the fat in,
Yes,
right?
this is your condiment. So this is like many Italian recipes, you know, they don't have more than 3 ingredients. It's the amazingness of the quality. So if you use good ingredients, you don't need much.
You don't need to get crazy. That is my kind of cooking. How long does like fresh pasta like you all make take to cook too when you have a pot of boiling water going?
But this one is fresh. We made it this morning because I just went
did.
to bring, and I'm putting like 3
handfuls.
Okay, yeah, why not?
Why
There's
not?
always
We're all
food
gonna eat
for your neighbors. Okay, so this pasta about 10 days.
Whoa.
Yeah, because just flour and water. There's no eggs.
Yeah.
So it's semolina flour and water, so lasts a good amount of time. It's going, you stir once. You need to cook the pasta in plenty of hot, boiling water. Please don't cook the pasta in this little...
In the little pot,
No.
make it a big pot.
Yes.
Okay, what goes in this guy?
So this is the fat, see? So this is your condiment, super important. I'm going to put a splash of white wine.
Whoa,
It's
party.
good. There's some people, you can also omit that, but I think it's great. Also a lot of, yep, sorry.
No, it's
And
good. It's a
then-
party in here.
and then the tomato.
Oh, I love your tomato sauce. It's so good. And you can get it at Met Market too, which is
Met
amazing.
Market across the 10 location in Washington State.
Okay, we have about a minute left too.
Ooh.
So what are we looking for
That's
when we know
it.
the sauce is done?
These, you let it go for another maybe 5 minutes low. I lower it down, and sorry for the splash.
Oh, it's fine. This is my kind of cooking. I like it.
And then when this is done, you will add your guanciale back.
Okay.
Okay, so let's pretend that this time is gone already,
Definitely.
right? And then the pasta, will take I would say 3 to 4 minutes.
Right.
And then
Would you
we'll drain
add everything in there?
I will drain it and leave a little bit of pasta water in it. And then we'll saute, and then a good handful of pecorino.
Oh, okay. So while I'm tasting this, I know you want to finish it with your prized possession, olive oil.
A little bit.
A little?
We all need a little. We all need extra olive oil in our life.
Okay, why is that important? And I can't wait
Because
to
it's
try.
good for your skin, it's good for your body, it's good for your soul, it's good.
This food is so good for my soul. Are you kidding? Where can people find you?
Piper's Market, Pasta Casalinga. We are there 7 days a week, 11 to 4:45.
You are incredible. You have my favorite pasta in the city. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
being here.
Thank you for
I love
having
it.
me back.